Hi, Claire Boyce here. I'll be giving you readings on a weekly basis, well I hope. I'll be doing angel cards and tarot card readings. I'm going to start off now with the air signs. Air signs, that's Gemini, Aquarius and Libra. What I would like you to do is just listen up, because this is going to be your reading for the 1st of August till the 8th of August. We've had so many different moon energies, haven't we? And we've had a lot of releasing and a lot of heartbreak. And Geminis and Aquarians and Librans, we're all like heavy thinkers. We're always in our minds, aren't we? We're always thinking, we're over analysing all the time. So the energies are going to be a little bit low around you. So let's see what's up, for this week. Going to start with a couple of angel cards. These are the Doreen Virtue deck, an old deck, the very first deck I used. I've never actually done any YouTube videos before, but I thought I would give it a go. You got Archangel Jophiel there. This card is about getting out a little bit. You're overthinking. If you're spending too much time thinking about the past, few weeks, a few months, it's time to get out a little bit. Spend a little bit of time out in nature. I don't know about wherever, you're all watching from. I'm in Castlebar in County Mayo. But I will tell you that the weather has improved and it's lovely in lots of countries right now. But you need to go out. Spending time procrastinating, sitting. I'm feeling a lot of people are sitting indoors. They're listening to sad songs and they're reliving past events. The last moon energies have been about releasing people. So there have been an awful lot of breakups. So allow yourselves time to heal. Don't spend so much time in your heads. It's actually not good for you. Archangel Zadkiel here. So this is about teaching and learning. So I do feel a lot of you will be going back to college and you'll be learning new skills. And this is a general reading, but it is, really for air signs. For those of you who are going back to college or thinking of going back to college, just spend the next couple of weeks relaxing. Take it easy and you will learn new ideas. I do feel that a lot of emotions are flooding through you though. You've got lots of ideas, there's a lot of you out there, you're not quite sure of what you want, and that is part of being an air sign, where we change our minds all the time. 1 minute we want to be counsellors, the next minute we want to be hairdressers, and it just keeps on switching and switching. So what I will tell you is just, choose one thing and stick to that one thing. But maybe it's time as well to teach yourselves how to keep your mind quiet. A bit of mindfulness, a little bit of quietness, just something just to keep your own minds quiet, okay? Because you're overanalyzing, you're overthinking, and it's just not good. Any of you seeking validation or an answer over the next few days, when it's coming into money, I see a new venture or new money or a new idea just popping up. And you've been told here by Archangel Uriel that yes, you will get what you need. So whoever this resonates with, let it go. Stop thinking about it. It's actually coming to you. You let it go, you let it manifest, and it will come. Positive thinking is the key, everyone. I'm not sure if, who's watching or whatever, and I do hope this sounds okay, but what we put out there, we get back. If you're putting out, oh, I won't get this and I won't get that, then you won't. You have to keep your energy positive. You have to keep yourselves positive. It's like when one thing goes wrong in our lives, everything else goes wrong. So what you need to do now is focus on the good things that are coming into your life. And then more good things will happen. So stop thinking so much, air signs, and start to get out a little bit more. And yeah, maybe it would be a good idea to bite the tongue a little bit. I know a lot of Geminis out there kind of talk an awful lot and don't think before they speak. I myself am one of them. But just bite the tongue, bite the tongue. Now I'm just going to pull a couple of tarot cards as well for the air signs. So Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. This is all for you for the 1st to the 8th of August 2019. Hopefully if this goes well, I'll do a video once a week. Let's have a look. Okay, air signs. Swords are all to do with the mind, and if you look here, you are really surrounded by swords. You're overthinking absolutely everything in your lives. You're standing there and you're so afraid to try anything because your mind is the only problem. 90% of the things that you're worrying about will not happen. You just are thinking so much so that you're actually frozen with fear. So it's time now to release those swords. I also see a trip along water as well. For a lot of you, I know you're probably going on trips, but I'm feeling a lot about a mountain. A mountain means stand your ground, stand up for yourself, ground yourselves, keep yourselves grounded, okay? So it is a good week for air signs. Just bite the tongue, let things settle. And if you've just had a breakup, air signs, come out of your head a little bit. Everything happens for a reason, and maybe this person wasn't the right one for you. Or maybe the right one is on the way now. You can't bring the good people into your life if you have the wrong people into your life. Okay? So that's for the air signs. Now we're going to do the water signs, Cancer, Scorpio and Pisces. So Scorpio, I know, can be a bit of a stinger. It's all about, I think this week is going to be about, keeping the temper in. I know a lot of Scorpios out there are very, 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 calm and collective, and I have quite a few friends who are water signs. But what I need you to do is hold the temper down for this week. No snapping, no snarling, just keep it together. So here we go. Water signs, Cancer, Scorpio and Pisces. Here we go. And like I said, this is the first time I've ever done anything like this, so I really hope it's resonating with you, and if it goes well, I will be doing a quick reading every week. You've got Archangel Michael here. Michael is telling you there. Now, he's the protector, as everybody knows, because everybody calls on him. But what I will tell you here is that Archangel Michael is telling you to focus on one thing at a time. You've got so many different ideas flying around your heads. You want to do this and you want to do that and you want to organise this and you want to organise that. You have to do one thing at a time. And you're thinking too far ahead in the future. You're planning ahead, which is great. And it's admirable, because myself as an air sign, I would never think ahead. I can never think ahead till tomorrow. But I will tell you that being a little bit spontaneous is good as well. Stop thinking so far ahead. So again, with the water signs, you've got Haniel here. Haniel is one of the nature angels, okay? After the last few weeks, now a couple of months really, we've had an awful lot of really weird moon energies. We've had Mercury retrograde, we've had 5 planets all around, and we've just had weird energies. Now it's okay to be kind to yourselves as well. Let things settle. The key for really tonight is what I'm saying for the next week is allow things to settle. Allow your energies to settle. I'm feeling a lot of stressed out mums out there as well. So whether you're a new mom, a young mom, or whether you are looking, after a mom, what I need you to do is just, calm down. These times don't last for long. And you're making memories with your kids. Remember that. Children grow up and they always remember the fun times they had. So just try and remember that. They look up to you. A lot of stressed out mums there, and they're thinking, Jesus, are the kids ever gonna, go back to school? But they will. They'll grow up and one day they'll leave home, so give them good memories. I also feel a lot of worry around a few mothers, around some sensitive children. I will tell you, just sit with them, talk with them. If they don't talk, just sit there with them, play the games with them, and they will open up. They will open up. Because there's a lot of sensitivity around them right now. Anyone worried about houses, property, money, all of this, for the next week, you've got your safe. So there's an awful lot of Archangel Michael around, and that is telling me that anyone who is worrying right now about anything, I know this is a general reading, but I'm feeling it's to do with property. I'm also feeling it's to do with maybe a couple of people who aren't well. You're safe. You're okay. So stop panicking. Things will be okay. Definitely with those two cards. Now I'm going to I feel the need to pull one more. Ah yeah, moon cycles. You see this? Moon cycles, and my God, we've been through an awful lot of them. Haniel again, another one of the nature angel. We've been through so many moon changes. There's been so much hurt, so much letdown, so much betrayal. But you know what? Who's left at the end of these weird energies? They're your friends. They're the real ones. And if you look, or if you think just for a moment, when somebody is telling you stories about somebody else, and there's gossiping or whatever, use your own intuitive feelings to find out what's really going on. Notice how you feel around people as well. Make sure you don't, because you're feeling a bit lonely, jump into relationships and friendships that are not good for you. Okay? Now is the time to manifest, so we let go of the past and we bring in the new. And the new can be amazing. The new can be brilliant. And it will be brilliant. So water signs, I'm going to now just pull one of the tarot cards for you. Anybody on here, my name is Claire Boyce, and this is my first time doing a YouTube video, and if it's any good, then of course I will do more. I've been promising my group on Facebook that I will do this for a long time. I just haven't had I haven't really had the confidence to do it till now, but I have now. Okay. Water signs. We have a few cards coming together here. We have a couple of twos, so this is to do with travel. I mean, it's to do with new ideas, but twos are about things and people coming together as well. So relationships, there's a couple of you there, or I'm feeling that there is something coming in between you and somebody else, but it's something quite small. If you look here, it's something quite small. If you're in a relationship now or have just started a relationship, I do feel this can work and this will work. But the key is spending that little bit of time together, spending that little bit of time away from the kids, away from the stress, away from work, getting out into the sun a little bit maybe, a little bit of a break. Don't be too quick to throw in the towel, people, okay? The grass is always greener on the other side, etc. But you know what? If you're with somebody now, and if they have been through all the last, moon energies, and they've been through years and years of stress with you, then maybe you're about to jump too quickly. I would say, just for now, don't throw in the towel. Between the 1st and the 8th of August, make no decisions regarding relationships at all. Anyone facing any legal matters, I do feel it's been kept on the long finger for a bit longer, although the scales are not balanced, but you need to learn. You need to learn from the things that you have done wrong and stop repeating. I'm feeling that some of you are repeating the same mistakes. This is to do with anger, okay? You need to control your anger. You need to learn a bit of mindfulness. This is only for some now, like I said, and if you're dealing with somebody who has anger issues, try and get them a little bit of help. Sometimes anger doesn't always have to be outward. People can bring it inside us, they can bring it inward, and it can hurt you. So what you need to do is release it, work on it, do mindfulness classes, meditation, whatever it is you need to do. So for this week, water signs, what I'm asking you to do is just take it easy, bite the tongue. If you're feeling upset, speak to someone about it. Don't hold it in. Don't hold all your feelings in. And I'm also feeling that a lot of you are there for other people, but when you go looking for people, there's no one there for you. So you're like a volcano almost. You're taking on all this negative energy and you're going to explode. So it's time now that you just, took care of you. treat you like you would anyone else, because you're such a caring bunch of people. But you need to mind yourselves as well, okay? Now, I'm going to go now with, so I've done air, I've done water, earth signs. So that's from earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, and I think it's Virgo. Of course it's Virgo. Okay. Earth signs like everything organised, like to know where they stand, like to take things slowly, don't like to take chances really. You know, like to play things safe. So let's have a look at the cards for you from the 1st of August till the 8th. So again, I'm using the Dorian Virtue Archangel deck. And hopefully if this goes well, I will of course be doing one every week. But I'm not sure if it's going to go well. But I'll try anything, me. Oh, okay. You've got Archangel Uriel here, okay? Uriel, I call him the psychologist angel, all right? The psychologist angel, because really and truly he is the one that deals with all our emotions. We're also quick to call on Archangel Michael for protection and Raphael for healing. We forget about Gabriel and Uriel. Well, Uriel is the psychologist angel. He's the one that helps us calm our minds, you know. And when we've had issues in our lives and when things have happened and, you know, our heads have been wrecked, it's good to call on him because he brings the light back into our lives. All right? And as you can see from this picture here, these are really old cards, by the way. These were my first deck. But as you can see from the picture, he's holding a lantern and that's bringing in light. So what this card really represents is trust your own intuition, trust your own light. And sometimes you just have to go for things, you know. You have to take a bit of a chance. Not always. I'm not saying, you know, like go and do something mad. I'm saying when it comes to doing something a bit different, you know, like go on a mad holiday, something you've never done before. When it comes to work, one thing at a time. Your heads are racing when it comes to work. You're workaholics. Try not to be so just work. You know what they say, all work, no play, etc., etc. You need to watch your health as well. You've got Archangel Raphael here, okay? This is about diet, and there has been an awful lot lately with the digestive systems. We're not eating the proper foods. We're not minding ourselves. You know, a lot of us are, you know, we're not looking after ourselves. What we eat is what we are, isn't that what they say? But also what we absorb through our minds, what we listen to. We listen to the news, we listen to the negative news feed on, I suppose, Facebook, Instagram, all of them. And we're being fed all this negative, you know, news because they wouldn't advertise. They wouldn't broadcast positive news because that wouldn't be interesting to us because we love negative news. We watch the soaps and we watch all these horror films, and of course we're absorbing all of that just like we do food. It's time to put down the phones. It's time to turn off the internet after my YouTube video, obviously. And you know, watch what you're eating, watch what you're watching, watch what's around you. Notice how you feel around people. If somebody makes you feel good and happy in their presence and content and even loved, allow them in. We've all been hurt in love, we've all been hurt by friends, but allow some people in. Not everybody will hurt you, but you do need to work on bringing down your defenses because you focus so much on work, so that way you don't have to think. You've got Raphael again here, and this is about slow breathing. So if you have, you know, meditation groups or whatever, it's time to calm the mind, and no better way than the slow deep breaths in through the nose, hold the breath, and then out through the mouth. Just releasing, letting go, but it calms down the whole body, and when the body is calm, the mind is quiet, and when the mind is quiet, that's when we can hear and see things clearly. A mind that is busy can't focus on anything. You need to focus on one thing at a time. And whether it's to do with work, whether it's to do with family, whether it's to do with relationships, just allow your minds to become quiet, okay? And remember that divine timing has everything, you know, divine planning or whatever you want to call it. Sometimes things happen and we can't explain them, but they happen for a reason. And I don't know why that song keeps playing, but I will sort that out for the next video. Now, 20 minutes into the video and I haven't choked yet, so that's good. So, spiritual understanding. If you're a spiritual minded person, and if you are believing in angels, and if you believe in, you know, a higher purpose, all of that, then you will know that with Archangel Raziel, this is the time now to tap into that. Doesn't mean, I'm not saying go out and buy yourselves a deck of cards and a crystal ball. I am just telling you to trust your own intuition. Trust the guidance that you hear from your own self and from other people. If you're confused about a situation right now, which I feel a lot of you are, because you let your heads rule instead of your heart sometimes, which is a good thing, because air signs do the other way around. They let their hearts rule and then they decide to think. But here I'm just saying, let things balance out a little bit. Trust that things happen for a reason, and trust as well that we were not put on this earth to be miserable, sad, arguing, lonely. We were put here to be happy. So take a chance. Take a chance. Do some fun things. Have a bit of a laugh. Now let's have a look and see what the week holds for you. Earth signs again. So this is Capricorn, Taurus and Virgo. And that card wouldn't move. Do you see that? When it doesn't move, that's definitely a sign. Oh, wow, wow, wow. Good cards. Good cards for the week ahead. A lot of swords around you. Okay, this is you overthinking, overanalyzing. Swords are all to do with the mind, but as you can see, they're actually on the wall. They're not touching the person in the bed, but they're worrying needlessly. What they don't realize is that they're surrounded by protection, and so are you. 90% of what you're worrying about right now, earth signs, isn't actually happening. So you need to focus on that and know that. I mean, when you worry about something before it happens, you're going through it several times, and the chances are what you're worrying about won't happen anyway. But you're making yourself sick with that. So I think that's to do with the absorbing negative energy. If somebody makes you feel bad in their company, if you feel uncomfortable, then get rid. I'm feeling just a lot of nerves around this, and I don't know why. I just feel people are stressing. They are worrying all the time and getting themselves into terrible states. It actually solves nothing. So take the slow breath in and just release it. Because right now, this week, you're going to be presented with more work, if that's what you're looking for, but I also see the birth of new ideas. It can be the birth of new ideas, or it can be a pregnancy, a birth in the family as well. But the Empress card means it's time. It's all about rebirth. It's about new energies coming in. If you're trying to get pregnant, then this is a really positive card. If you found out you're pregnant and you're worrying about the pregnancy, don't worry, the baby will be fine. And if you're wondering if you were ever going to have kids, then this is definitely a positive card for you. Now, it also can mean rebirth, connecting with nature, everything changing. Now, one thing in life, well, a couple of things in life are for sure. One is that we die, and the other one is that we nothing ever stays the same. Whether it's a good situation or a bad situation, nothing ever stays the same. So what I need you to do now is to focus on if you're having a good time, love that, enjoy that good time. Enjoy the time with your friends. Enjoy the time with good people around you. Cherish it. Make your happy memories. And if you're going through a bad time, which I feel a lot of you have been, you're going to come out of it soon. So there's no point sitting there worrying about it. A new job opportunity will come up this week. If you've been working on a new venture or had new ideas. But please be mindful, Earth signs, that you can't spend your whole life working. You need to have a life as well. And if you've done all your, minding people and doing so many, rearing your kids, it's time now to look after you. Okay? And just the one more card is don't look back. Don't look back at, there's this card here, the Five of Swords. For those of you who have been hurt in the past, somebody has really done a number on you, wrecked your head, you know, they've taken more from you than just swords. They've taken some of your pride, your dignity, everything. It's time now, my darlings, just to let it go. Because the more you hang on to the pain, the more they're hanging on to you. They have that little bit of power over you. So it's time just to let it go. This week somebody might try and trigger your emotions off. Try not to react, just for the 1 week. The first week in August, it's time just to let things settle. And that really goes for absolutely everyone. Fire signs. Okay. So this now is going to be for fire signs. And if this goes well, I will be doing it every week. Well, hopefully. Fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Fire signs, well, as the name actually just kind of says it all. They can fly off the handle very quickly. They're very stubborn. They don't like giving in, even when they know they're wrong. And no matter what you do, once they've made their mind up about something, you can't change it. But sometimes they cut off their nose to spite their faces. And sometimes they, you know, when they're wrong, they should admit it. And they should try and sort things out. But unfortunately, this isn't the way. With a lot of them. This week, though, fire signs, you've got to, so this is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Don't be so stubborn. Don't be too quick to jump. Angel cards again, fire signs. You've got Archangel Metatron. He's a spiritual angel here, and I see children around you. So you're around your children. You're very family orientated. This card is to do with somebody very family orientated. 2 or 3 children, and you're just focusing on the kids, but you're panicking. You're very protective. It's okay to be protective over kids. We all are. But then there's being overprotective. And this is about you just completely being too overprotective, you know. You're not looking at the bigger picture. And you're pushing away people that are actually good for you in your life. New ventures coming up, and you've got the victory card there. You have nothing to worry about. Archangel Sandalphon, he was one of the angels that actually walked on the earth as a human being. So he knows what it is like to be human, what we need. Our needs, our wants, we need home, we need money, we need support. So he understands that what you've asked for, you will get. If there's a new project with you, then it will be okay, it will be good. But you are firing on all cylinders, and it's time now to come down. This new moon business is over. You need to remember that even you can burn out. And I don't care how strong you think you are, or how, if you're a spiritual person, how healed you think you are, you could burn out as well and absorb negative energy. And of course you don't want that either. Got Archangel Jeremiah. This is the All Is Well card. I remember when I first got this deck, and I remember thinking all is not well. But actually what this card means is that everything is happening the way it's supposed to happen. So if everything is happening the way it's supposed to happen, and you have no control over that, but you know it'll be okay. There's divine timing at play, and there's all of this, you know. There's no point trying to control it. You can't control everything. So take a step back, okay? Take a step back. You know, you can let things go. You don't have to run around and all. So you're wearing yourselves out. And you're pushing away good people in your life as well. And I will just mention this. Okay, Claristians here. I think it's Archangel Raguel. When you start to feel things and you keep feeling the same feelings over and over again, then it's time to listen to them. Same with thoughts. When you keep getting the same thoughts over and over again, it's almost like Spirit is telling you. something keeps popping into your mind, take note of it. If you think that you've made a mistake, in work, I've made a mistake with anything in your life, or just kind of take note of that niggling little thought in your mind, or that little bit of a feeling. And if you don't trust somebody, go with that little bit of a feeling as well. It's like you're allowing yourselves to be hurt when there's no need to be hurt, and it's time now just to, like I said with everyone else, that all the energies are now changing again. After all the Mercury retrograde, we've had the new moon, and now it's time to let things settle. Make no decisions in the next week between the 1st and the 8th. Make no decisions whatsoever. And if you're getting into a relationship, I just have to say this because I feel the need. You've got Shamuel here. If you're not sure about a relationship, I will tell you that your relationship is a good one. You have soul connections all around you, but you are in a relationship with a soulmate, and this will be good for you as well, okay? You're surrounded by good people. And when you're surrounded by good people, embrace it. Right now, with all the energies gone a bit crazy, you tend to be pushing people away. Keep grounded, keep centered, and keep focusing on the good people that you have, and stop being too overprotective of the kids and the family and the work, and just slow back. Have a little bit of a break, have a little bit of a holiday. It'll all work out. Now, tarot cards. Let's have a look. Fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. This is for the 1st to the 8th of August. And I will put up this video, and I will hope I'll get reviews because I'm not sure. I just thought I would try it. I had been saying I would do it for a while. Fire signs, new ideas, what a surprise. You've got the Fool card here, and you've got 3 of Wands. So I do see travel, but you've also got the Magician as well. Okay, so aces are new beginnings, okay? So after every big moon cycle and after every new moon, you do get new beginnings. This is new beginnings to do with work. This is new ideas. If you want to go after a new job, go after a new job. If you have a new venture and it's an idea, go after it. Like I said though, just, the ideas are fine. Just for the next few days, let the energy settle though. We all need time out. We all need time out or we'll burn out. And I do see a bit of a break here for you. A lot of you are trying to have a break, but you keep looking forward. But you're not looking forward in a positive way. You're waiting for the next thing to happen. You keep expecting something bad to happen when nothing bad is actually happening. And it seems to be like the all-around thing with all of the signs. And I'm not surprised after the last week, but come out of your head. Nobody is... I don't feel anything bad really happening around you. You've got the Magician card here. The Magician card is one of the best decks, one of the best cards you can get, fire signs. You have everything you need at your disposal. You have love, you have money, well, enough money. And money will come if you're waiting to hear about it. You have swords and you have wands. You have everything. But what you need to do is just keep grounded. As you can see, he's connected with nature. I see an awful lot of reds around you. Your focus is very much on money, security, stability. You will be getting lower pains. You need to sort out your root chakras. That's for anyone who is kind of spiritual. Our root chakra is to do with our thoughts about money. And it can manifest. When our energies are blocked, it can manifest and we can get little pains. Now, regarding love, fire signs, what I will tell you is allow things to happen. Don't push people away. Don't be too hard. You tend to push and then think. Push people away, then think. With air signs, we tend to jump in, love people, and then think. We all have our own little things that we do. If somebody has just come into your life, then just see how it goes. If there is the attraction there, fine, you need the attraction, but look out for the other things as well. If there is a friendship, if there is a soul connection and a spiritual connection, as well as the ultimate physical connection. Because this week what I feel for you is romance is blooming, and if it's an old romance, I can see the light being, reignited. In work, yes, your ideas are divinely guided, 100%. And if you want to go after another job, yes, do. But just do nothing for the next few days. Take the next few days out for you. And stop worrying about everyone else. Because everyone will be fine. Now, so that's really me done for the week. And I really hope you enjoyed the video. And I hope it resonates. As I said, it's a general reading. And I'm hoping to be doing it once a week. I was going to just do an all-round reading, but then I was guided to do the, I thought I would do the elements, and, because it's quite interesting, isn't it? Remember, everyone, that we have just been through all these weird energies. A lot of us are feeling lethargic, a lot of us are feeling low. And that goes for people around you as well, so make sure you take care of those around you too. Keep an eye on the quiet neighbour, keep an eye on the old relatives or the old woman that lives up the road on her own. Keep connecting with people. Look after your quiet friends, but look after your loud friends as well. And just look after each other. And that's me for tonight, and hopefully I'll get back to you all next week. So this is Claire Boyce signing out from YouTube, and see you next week. Bye.